Yes, top of the morning to you this beautiful Wednesday morning. How are you? And hope you had a very wonderful night rest yesterday. Yes, my name is Sani Abdullah OG, aka Captain Dogo, and I want to use this medium to welcome you to your favorite and wonderful breakfast show. That is a global review. Today, the 22nd day of July 2026. And at this time, when you hear this particular symptom, you know it is time for that program. And don't forget, you can watch us live on Facebook and also hit up the studio numbers and WhatsApp numbers too, as we'll be reading out your comments and picking your calls too as we go. I have Mr. Apaya and IG in the studio. Good morning this morning, gentlemen.
Yes, gentlemen, good morning, and good morning to the beautiful listeners out there. Thank you very much for listening right here with us.
Yes,
good morning, gentlemen, and good morning to you, listener. Welcome.
All right, thank you. Alright, so real quick, there was a gathering. It's a local issue, but it didn't happen in Niger State. It happened over in Abuja. Because my own first issue is, why would something that is affecting Niger State be taken to Abuja? Why won't we hold it in Niger State before we even start talking about the people that constituted, that particular gathering? As we had a Minister of Information talking about Idris Malagi, who on Tuesday convened a one-day seminar for members of the Niger bloggers, online publishers, and content developers in Abuja.
Yes.
Say Baba.
No, Baba is just a stepping in, but I will tell you why it will not happen in Niger. Because they don't want anybody to be part of
Say
it.
Baba. Baba, there was a gathering of online bloggers every morning this morning, bro. Say Baba. Baba, no go talk again.
Mind your language. You see, anything you are going to say now, you must have the NBC code in front of you. So that as you are talking, somebody will be sitting down looking at the code and prompting you.
Yes, now, we need them.
Because let me tell you, broadcasting at certain level is it sometimes questions
interrogative
your personal integrity. Your
true.
comment on some issues goes to amplify who you are. If I say, okay, Konkoso, Senator Konkoso, former governor of Kano, is my junior. Because his senior brother was my classmate from 1969 to 1973. I grew up in Kano, and I went to Benukutu Secondary School from 1969 to 1973, and I am 72 years old plus. So, if Konkoso brought Sonusi, I hide him in the government house to avoid his being taken by Jonathan, President Jonathan, former President Jonathan. Once a president is always a president. But turns around to be casting, to be aiding and abetting for Konkoso's arrest by Abba, who is an in-law of Konkoso.
and his benefactor.
And he brought you against our advice. We have reached a stage that we advise Konkoso, don't do this, don't do that. By age, by my caliber, or is it because I'm not a senator? Oh, I don't want to be come and go governor. Do you see what I'm saying? And somebody that was born yesterday, that probably graduated in 1990, will be asking you, what do you mean? And who are you to ask me what do I mean? You want to verify what I'm saying, whether it is true, or you think I'm your mate. When we give advice and people don't take advice, concomitant variation of that advice will come and pass.
And it will affect the generality of the people.
It affects people. I cannot put you there and you turn around to be insulting me.
No work.
And that's why when we say don't, you say, no, it's good. Then you see its action. You don't understand.
So say Baba.
So we shouldn't say anything about anything that we find wrong in the society. You keep quiet. We don't have any fundamental right to question anything. So if you have somebody who thought is alpha and omega, allow him to do. Build a dictatorship out of him and allow him to destroy the society. And nobody should say anything.
No way.
Because of a temporary power. Then you derail into Sudan. Symptom. Sudan has been destroyed.
Yeah.
Is it not the same thing?
Yes, no.
We should
Yes,
watch.
no.
Okay.
Libya
Are you
is there.
telling me now that Egypt is a safe place to put your fund?
No.
If you ask me, I'm investing in Egypt, I will say no. And you say you are taking it to Turkey, I say watch it out, watch out. I'll give you advisory that Turkey may be a little bit unstable because there was an attempted coup in Turkey. What am I lying?
Very,
So
much
say,
correct.
Baba.
Very much correct.
Very,
You're
very
correct.
If you say you are going to France to invest, I will say okay, in France, okay, somehow. But are you investing in public systems? If you are launching a new taxi, I will say to get burnt if there is any issue of demonstration in Paris.
In Paris.
Am I correct?
Very,
But
very.
people are earning money with what you are just saying now.
Yes.
They see money in dollars.
Advisory.
Yes. I know someone who is earning money because of that. At home. You just sit at home and do it.
We were here 2 years, 3 years ago. We said don't take your money to Dubai. Don't go to Dubai. They say welcome to Dubai. I said don't take that welcome to Dubai. Am I correct?
Yeah, very much correct.
Am I saying something wrong?
No.
And what happened in Dubai? What is happening now in Dubai? People are leaving Dubai in droves. Those who thought that ceasefire is okay, let them come back and continue. Now the ceasefire is gone.
It's gone. We're in the 10th day of attack.
And then you see what happened in Jordan.
Yes.
Yes.
And they are not telling the truth.
American
That-
military bases have been attacked.
America is not telling you the real catastrophe of the Jordanian attack by the attack on Jordanian air base by the Iranian forces.
Yes.
RGC.
Am I correct?
Very, very.
Absolutely.
So whatever you are going to talk about now, the other day there was that issue of Amory being taken out. The officer in charge have sold guns and rifles to criminals. Isn't it? And they say he committed suicide. And then NBC is saying, how do we come about the story? Yes.
But it was an open story that was everywhere.
It
now.
was everywhere. Public
We say a lot
information.
of rifles from the police is circulating in the open. The police cannot completely account for its own rifles. It's a
It's an open issue now. Even the military. Even the military rifles.
Baba, you know the last time we went to
You see,
Abuja,
if you are going to monitor me with intelligence. Are you competent? Are you educated enough? Do you really follow what we are saying word by word? Don't write me rubbish. If you are not educated, go back to school.
Very important.
Public officers should be properly educated to function on their responsibilities. I'm not a fake agency. Am I?
not
At all, Baba.
Baba, recall when we went to NBC to answer call when we had fracas with the Niger State Governor. We raised some fundamental issues. We said, NBC, are you all about regulating us and penalizing us? You don't look other side where we are being heated, because there was statements that been made about this radio to the extent we have to go to court and we got judgment that this premises should not be invaded, they should not bring it down, all protection from the court. But our own regulators could not stand for us, they could not speak for
Where
us.
were you?
It was when we was that issue that some of the directors are saying yes, and Baba threatened to turn the radio to a purely musical radio, and they beg, say no, we want people like you, players in the media industry like you, to come and set up this type of thing, because we definitely have to disseminate information to the people. And for some of the allegations they wrote, the script they wrote, even the officer who have the thing before her could not even say it, because most of the directors were not carried along. Because when we went to NBC, the directors were so surprised. How could you invite Badeggi radio without our consent? We don't know. They were murmuring in our very presence. They say they don't know, but they say they post it on the agency's platform. So they were grumbling. So we begin to ask NBC, You always want your wife skit on us without protecting us. That the issue of protection came in. So you look at some of the statement that is coming. You understand? In the recent days, come to Niger State. Look at what the happenings.
Come and see Niger State.
See what is happening. It's your own all about regulating the talk that comes out from the radio.
Not knowing what is on the background.
Yeah, you don't. So one thing is that if you don't want broadcasters to talk
about issues
that are happening
to them,
lived
to the
experience in the country, then why do we need the radio station?
Or you to check those government officials to equally refrain from some of the things they do.
Another thing I also want them to understand is this: how many times have they sent their letters to Arise TV for that morning program?
At a point,
how many times have you sent your letters there?
We send it by even crying in the program.
Yes.
Look at some of the comments. Is your own all about Badeggi radio? We see videos. We will see contents from different media outlets, like you said, Arise TV is one of those ones that
go there and then let's see how you're going to survive there. So we should not look. See, we need especially in the northern Nigeria, we need radios to tell the public the truth of what is happening, so that they can make decisive decision, especially in terms of politics like this.
If you permit me, I'm very much sure this is a handiwork. Of certain individuals who are going to the NBC, who are not comfortable with some of our content here, and they are rushing to NBC, and NBC is playing, with all due respect to because
playing along.
I can't imagine when somebody went away from reality of life. Is it this radio that reports criminal issues, for instance, or banditry and some of the ills in the country? Why are you always on us? Your own is just to regulate what we say, but you don't look at other sides.
Other side of things.
Even if your child, every day they report your child to you, you keep beating him without finding out what makes
you going to stand. Why
don't you tell those people who are reporting what did he do to you? Why don't you stand for your child? We are your child. What are you doing to protect us? You always give us code, but you don't protect us. It's unfortunate. If you don't want the radio, then let's just come openly and say it, so that we can turn the radio, like Baba have suggested, to just musical radio, so that you play music. It's simple.
It is. And in as much as the NBC wants to regulate, but as journalists, we still have a duty, and our job is one of those jobs that it is the only job which is mentioned in the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, and we have that duty to always say the truth as it is. We have that duty to always tell the people what is actually happening, because one of the major issues we're having, like you said, Mr. Pai, in northern Nigeria, is a whole lot of people are not having access to information when due, and this is a very big issue, and that is why we'll be continued to be suppressed over here in the north if people are not getting the information. And who is giving that information currently? It is Badeggi Radio, and now we are seeing a sort of gaggling, or I have to call it gaggling.
It is
because we just have to talk. There's nothing we can do about it.
Okay, let me give you one instance. When the governor of Niger State ordered that this radio be shut down, the building demolished, all those statements, open statement in an open place, not even a security council meeting, a party meeting, the governor mentioned these things, and he said the license of the radio should be seized. As NBC, who is being authorized by the law to issue license to broadcast stations, you issue license to this radio, can't you openly expose the governor as telling that you have no power to seize license, so that if you can check it through that, you can check his excesses. He has overlapped, he has usurped your duty, and you did not talk
there was no statement for
NBC should have talked on the governor of Niger State to come and tell him and warn him not to interfere into their job, so that we will know that yes, we our regulators are looking at us from both sides. They look at us as a coin which has two sides, so that if we go where we err, they should bring us to the track, and where we did something that is according to the ethics of the profession, we should have a tap on the back. But you cannot sit back and allow somebody hitting us, and you only regulate us, but you don't test a violator. If they are talking to Niger State governor, stay away from our line. You do not issue license to Badeggi Radio. It is our job, and it is our job to regulate them. So if the government is aware that this duty is not their own, they will be very mindful in interfering.
If you have a case, go to court.
It's simple as that.
Baba, haven't we gone to
No. If the government
court?
have a case, the court belongs to them. Go to court
So,
with evidence,
Baba, no case.
with the audio of whatever we say which is wrong. If we say there is no water in Minna and cholera outbreak was common in Minna at that particular time, and they say we shouldn't say that, then check yourself.
Baba, if you go to court, they will take that audio of your own where you said there is no patient, there is no pensioners, no water. They will take it to court. It will be valid evidence, but your own that you gather, the one your lawyer gathered, and ask that it be placed in the court premises.
They will not start asking where is your source? Where did you get that one from?
The one against you is valid. The one your lawyer is bringing is invalid.
Okay,
Serious one,
and it's a
Baba.
matter of time.
Lelek, it's a matter of time.
It is.
It will become history.
All right, Baba, away from that, there's this news issue that is coming up from the national scene. As the NNPCL 7.1 trillion naira energy security spending is facing scrutiny, and some people are saying it is another form of subsidy being paid, and they have actually told us that subsidy has been removed.
Oga, don't go into it. It's not yet clear.
Okay.
Do you know why? You say energy security spending to who?
To.
At what? Okay, is it? Did you deregulate or did you is it CNG? That amount does it go into CNG? And how many vehicles have you converted to CNG? Meanwhile, the cooking gas
It's still high.
is still high. Am I correct?
Very correct.
Do I have right to say that? Baba. And now, are you using that energy? What do you call it?
Energy
security.
Are you using it to do reforestation? Because a lot of people are now going back to charcoal. They are cutting down the forest.
Yes.
Deforestation.
Yes.
Okay.
See, Baba.
So it's according to
Boy,
subsidy.
whether it's subsidy, who was that money paid to?
Two. Question
That
first.
is the how that expenditure was incurred and appropriated. Was that amount in the budget?
Yes, it should be, Baba.
Are you sure?
It's in their own NNPCL books. It came from
but is it in budget? Is it budgeted for?
That's what I can.
It's not budgeted for.
It was not budgeted for. It was contained in the NNPCL's 2024 audit report.
It's not budgeted for. Now, if I call a consultant in an energy cycle and then brief us, what does that imply?
Yes.
Now, MPC will say, where do I come from?
To Baba, we need to Baba, please help us call him so that I can explain.
The point is that Nigeria is going through a storm, and I believe we are going to continue to pray for this country.
We are going to weather it.
If that storm blow, my hand won't be there because I am packing my bags.
Baba,
We uncle.
I'm telling you,
Baba, your children uncle.
God will take care of everybody.
All man for himself without to Baba.
You've seen it.
Go for everybody.
I'm telling you. I'm going to
Baba, you wanna leave us?
in a country where you cannot ask questions.
All right. Also, Baba, we're having another issue from the Ministry of Information. While we are getting the contact of your resource person, Mr. Apaya, there's that issue coming out from the Ministry of Information too.
You know, last week, I think it was earlier this week or last week, we talked about the information officers in Niger State who are having issues. They said the ministry have about 154 or 58 thereabout officers. Because of an single individual, they turned down
all the posting because they are going to favor one individual.
Just one person. And Baba, you know this thing. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Why don't you save yourself? Baba,
do you know where we're bringing this in?
So go ahead.
You were former you were holding that entire ministry during your time.
Yes, I was
and Baba, even your worst enemy cannot disconnect the fact that you have actually bring a tremendous change in the information industry.
Definitely.
Some of your achievements are still traceable to this moment.
Yes, let me.
Yes.
Good morning. Hello, salam alaikum.
Hello.
Salam alaikum.
All right, I think we have to get him back again.
Go ahead.
So as a former DG of information, you have actually done tremendous job, and now the person they brought in now, I think Bugi is the director, DG of information in the Ministry of Information. He came with reforms, only for that reform project to be turned.
Salam alaikum.
Wa alaikum salam.
This is Badeggi Radio.
Wa alaikum salam.
This is Badeggi Radio. Can you hear me?
Yes, we are loud and clear.
Sorry, if we disturb you this morning, there is an issue relating to NNPC and Nigerian energy issue, and then according to that story, they said the books of NNPC have shown 7.1 trillion energy security spending, which is now facing scrutiny. Please, can you introduce yourself and tell us what is energy security expenditure that NNPC has incurred about 7.1 trillion naira? If you can please assist us.
Okay, thank you. Good morning. My name is Engineer Abdullah Ista Jankara.
Thank you, sir.
Go ahead.
The question you ask is something that has been disturbing some of us for some days now since that news broke out. If you look at our record books, what the administration of Buhari spent on subsidy for the 8 years is far below the amount you just mentioned. And here we are not on subsidy again. Now Dangote, for the past a year plus now, Dangote has been the major supplier of petroleum product to Nigeria market. The refineries, virtually nothing is coming from the government refineries. So to me, I don't really understand where this is coming from. But again, we all will not be surprised because of the country we operate, where a refinery is not working and they budget $3 billion to do maintenance. So if the same government is coming to tell us that they use 7 trillion on energy
security,
yes, I will not be surprised. It's normal for this government, because we have the 4 refineries in Nigeria. No one is working. Everybody is collecting salary, everybody is collecting bonus, and again you see do turn around maintenance on something that is not working. It's just like you, Badeggi. Your vehicles are not moving. Every day you trek to your office. At the end of the day, you submit budget to the office and say you bought 50,000 naira fuel. That is exactly what they are telling us. So whose vehicle was using the fuel? When you know your vehicle is parked in the house. So that is the Nigeria situation we found ourselves, and it's most unfortunate that where we are now in this country, where the issue of accountability is no longer something you can discuss. The issue of transparency is not anything you can talk about. All those, they are trying to manipulate and balance their books, the money they have suffered from NNPC, period. That's just it. Because if all the refineries are not working, which security are you talking about? Which energy security are you talking about? So to me, it's the things we are used to. And when I got that news, I was not worried again, because these are the unpleasant situation we found ourselves in this country.
Now, but
the kind of government we run.
Excuse me, the explanation we have Mr. Ibile,
Yes, sir.
can you read out the explanation why how that expenditure has been cut?
Okay, it says this 7.1 trillion was not spent on building power plants, solar projects, or physically securing oil pipelines. According to the report, NNPCL's financial statement, the expense largely arose from the difference between the exchange rates used to determine the frozen PMS ex-coastal price and the exchange rate prevailing when imported petrol was settled. In simple terms, the government of the NNPCL maintained a lower regulated petrol price than the actual cost implied by international prices and the naira exchange rate. Is that correct?
Do you listen to that?
From what you read now.
Yes, sir.
Which of them that is not regulated? The currency component of what you discussed now. Are we regulated currency market?
No.
The answer is no.
No. Yes. No.
The naira is the free flow in the market. The naira is not being subsidized by CBN. So it's what market determines, because that's what this administration.
Let's reconnect. We can't hear you. Let's reconnect, please.
And that's why the dollar went from less than 600 or 700 to 1,300 at a point to 1,500. So what are they trying to control? And one is different amount that is said to you, and you sell a different amount to Nigerians. Let us not be confused by the language they want to use. It's all boiled down to what we already know. NNPC, I think what they are trying to do is to balance their books, because probably they already know that the next administration may not be them in position. So for them to keep some of the books somehow, they are bringing all this thing up. I don't see anywhere you are bringing energy security, you are balancing. What are you balancing? When the whole thing is deregulated, the downstream sector of the oil and gas is deregulated. So if it is deregulated, what are you trying to cushion? What are you protecting? And yet again, one is regulated, we are spending more money on the deregulated environment than when it was not deregulated. So what are we talking about? This will simply tell you that these people are corrupt, and it's corruption we are talking about. If Buhari, as was as he was, because he laid the foundation of where we found ourselves today, but at that worst position, we never spend quarter of this money they mentioned. And yet the petroleum products were being subsidized. It was not regulated, and we are paying less than 200 naira per liter. And we are not hearing all the frivolous amount of money. Now that you are deregulated, it's now that we are spending more money. Can you really sit down and think and ask yourself some questions, pertinent questions? Are these people telling us the truth? Are these people saying the reality? Are these people honest? Are these people open? That's not transparency. That's not honesty. If by this time the NNPC is pumping out product or fuel, we may be beginning to say, okay, maybe they are pushing the cost of production to the people. I mean to pay for. But you are not sending anything to the market. So what are you saying? Even if you import product, you are importing because you also have fleet of filling stations across the country, and you already deregulated the downstream. So even if you are importing more than what maybe Dangote is selling, sell what you think you want to sell. If you want to sell 2,000 naira, if people that want to buy 2,000, they will come to you. That's why you deregulated. So, but where are we paying more per liter of a petroleum product? One, you say we have deregulated, and we are now spending more money. Government is spending more money, whereby now government is supposed to be getting more. It is now that we are spending more. Does it make sense to you at all? You say all these expenses are wastages, and you want to stop it. You are strategists. You are all the decisions that other president could not take. You have the board. You took the decision. Now, if you take the decision, is it for the benefit of Nigerians or is to punish Nigerians? I think the intention was to make sure that Nigerians are better off, but rather than be better off, we are worse off. So my plain language here is the stories we are used to, and there's nothing new that is coming out of what NNPC has said. It's corruption.
Okay, thank you very much.
Please, real quick, I want your comment on this issue of NNPCL, changing the name from NNPC to NNPCL with 5.9 billion naira.
Change of name?
Yes,
costing 5.9 billion
to
change your name.
Yes,
if I say you're
not changing the name. You get it wrong.
Okay, sir.
He's changing Nigeria National Petroleum Corporation to Nigeria National Petroleum Corporation and put L
Limited.
Everything changes L.
Okay.
Adding L.
Just add
L. That's what makes the difference. And you are paying
5.9 billion.
L.
Yes.
Adding L.
L. That is all. Limited.
Yes, sir.
So they're supposed to be cooling off in jail. All the management team that did all this abracadabra. Tomorrow you will hear they are summoning this one, they are summoning Chari, the former DMD. Tomorrow you will say he's sick, he's in Germany, he's in Togo, he's all over the place. There's no honest. I don't know why black people where we choose to be like this. This is a country that have all the resources that will support to make us very happy.
I'm very rich.
We are already rich, we are blessed. Like I always said, there's no state in this country that cannot be comfortable. No state. If we look inward, if you think outside the box. But I think the way he want to bastardize the country now, if you succeeded in going to regional DC, every state will sit up. Because you can't be running to Abuja to go and collect money. So what is happening in NNPC is a disaster. It's a disgrace to the nationhood.
Okay.
Bringing letter L, you are charging 5 billion.
Excuse me, sir. Somebody must eat. Somebody have to eat.
Everybody there is paid salary, and they are paid good salary.
I say somebody need to eat.
Salary.
Excuse me, sir. Somebody need to eat. I feel jump.
It is community. You are benefit. Your children's benefit, and my children's benefit.
That's true.
Because why that money that they're supposed to use in fixing road between here and Minna to Jankara is when somebody is eating, one person is eating on behalf of all of us. That's how it's supposed to be.
Okay, thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Thank you
for this enlightenment.
We appreciate it.
And then if NBC have something contrary,
let's censor it. Let's deliberate on the comment first.
Thank you, sir.
Before we move on to see if we
have done something wrong,
so that we don't have to address again.
All right, for contest, before we go ahead, it will interest listeners to know that the Buhari administration spent approximately 11 trillion naira on petrol subsidy during its entire 8 years in office. For 8 years. Now, we are just having 3 years without subsidy. We're having just in 3 years 7.1 trillion already on energy security. So about
that one is for me. Is for Nigerians to do, because we can't analyze this tomorrow. Before they said instigating people.
I think it's left to Nigerians.
What are experts weigh in?
There is this issue of Malami and Bello. Yes.
The headline.
We were discussing issue before because very important, because we are information carriers and we have to work with some of the information carriers who have the issue. Baba, like I was saying, in your own case, do you have this type of situation? Because what we had from the information we gathered, the director Badeggi realized that for over certain time there wasn't any reform. And he actually wanted to reform, and he had the
talking of Ministry of Information.
Ministry of Information, like I said, he wanted to bring a reform, which everybody gave after giving them time, almost 8 months or 6 to 8 months to review review what he has, and it was been okayed, and other ministries have actually carried out reform which has actually worked, only for him his effort to be frustrated. And
by who?
By one of the media aide of the governor.
Mention his name.
Chief press secretary of the governor asked him to stand down.
Why?
Because he have interest. An individual was posted.
Which individual is that? Which individual?
I think they call it Kokobo, right?
Jibril
Kodo
posted where?
Posted to Welfare Premier's Board. 3 years. He spent 3 years and he has gone to Hash 3 years, 3 times.
It's lucrative.
Yes. So others,
when they post him out,
yes,
he refused.
He refused. So other information officer. Papa, how do you handle? Because you want.
Why are you killing yourself slowly?
How?
The energy you are putting into this corrupt behavior.
Because we want the system to
work.
You have been there before. How will you approach issues like this? They have commissioner and they have permanent secretary.
Apaya.
Yes, sir.
Save yourself this in self-harassment. You are harassing yourself. Yes.
Why so?
This is their chance.
We are partners in program. We work with them.
This is their time. If you work with Ministry of Information, will they go behind you and report and make a private report against you to Abuja? They wrote a report against Badeggi Radio to Abuja that we are disturbing them. Meanwhile, Niger State Radio all over the state are off air.
And some of their land
lands are being converted.
And then the land has been converted to estate Kiniko in Abuja. I mean in Kodobora.
Telling you that they don't know.
They don't need radio. So look, listen. Why don't you allow them? It's their chance. If somebody decided to burn his own house, buy petrol, decided to sleep on the street, if it's not psychiatric issue, as a result of a psychosis, it must be a manifestation of something else. Whether the witchcraft have thrown him out of the house, whether the house has contained some devils that in the night he will not allow you to settle. One door will open, another will close, or you enter the room, the door will close, and you cannot open it. You know it happens.
Of course.
And you have to abandon the house. There are houses that are haunted. Beautiful houses. Even here, there is a house that have not been occupied for the past 30, 40, 50 years.
Of course.
Oh boy.
Atunga, I will not mention the person's house.
I already know that.
So, Opa, let them be what
I would have rather keep mute if I thought it's a private thing. This is public.
It's not private.
You were there before.
Excuse me.
If I tell you balkanize the place, you destroy the place. Wouldn't that idea of other people occupy?
Leave them to their whims and caprices.
And they should destroy the means so that if another government comes.
Another government will set it right. Definitely. When you use your primitive thinking to do what you like, as you want, the way you want it, let it be. People are looking at it.
Because of one person?
Definitely. Because of one person, a whole plane was blown off.
Okay.
154 information officers. Because of
I said because of a one person, a plane could have been blown off.
Well, Baba, if you ask me, we are saying this thing so that the former governor will understand one thing.
What will you want him to understand?
I want you to understand.
What will you understand? Excuse me. Leave governor out of this. No. Excuse me.
Have something.
Leave the governor out of this. Don't mention former governor's name on this radio again. Leave him.
Okay. But
it's his chance. Let him do his government the way you want.
The person talk we mutanasa.
In our one car. Mutani is destroying the issue. He will have his cup of tea. You find it in his yes. What you want to whip for somebody's issue. So
we should stop crying more than they believe.
Thank you. Number one, stop asking whether the pensioners are paid. Yes.
Even as journalists.
Definitely. That is our new rule of engagement. Number two, there is water, there is no water, keep quiet.
Even during rainy season.
Definitely keep quiet. Go and fetch water from God. Number three,
road don't cover, Baba.
Road. If you cannot travel by road, trek. If the road is bad, trek. Number four, if Fulani capture you, keep quiet.
We no do crown
So-
for
You
you.
have money to pay ransom. Pay
If you no get-
If you pay money to pay ransom, well, if they kill you, rest in peace.
So there's no work of journalism anymore.
Do, Baba.
If they give appointment to people and they refuse to pay their salary,
Then though that is their business. It's not your business to ask anybody. When they collect appointment, did they ask you? Did they tell you? It's when they couldn't get the salary they are coming to you. Are you the one that you're supposed to pay them? It's not one car. Now sit down, look.
Kawai.
Bola Ige.
Yes.
Okay, Baba.
Because the same people that you are sympathizing with are the same people writing petition against you. The same information people that you are worried about is the same Minister of Information, Niger State, that is writing petition against Badeggi Radio and Prestige Radio to Abuja. Meanwhile, they don't have a radio. And I challenge them, if they have the capacity, let them bring their radio back in the next 24 hours.
Never.
First, ya yi kaɗan ma. Ka ba
It's
su.
too small.
They can.
No, 24 hours is okay.
Okay,
Ba su
Baba.
wata ɗaya.
Mbaso wata there, don't have us against also election.
To shaking on them. Baba will go shock you.
Let them bring all the radio back. Be the radio, let it work. FM, turn it to FM. Kontagora, where you sold the land, collect the radio land back, and put the space where the radio is. Reactivate that radio. Rijo, there is a radio that was abandoned. Bring it back.
Nubusa.
New Busa, put it back.
Mokwa.
Mokwa, put it back. Suleja, put the radio back. Get a space, put a new radio in Suleja, and I give you 6 months to do this.
To.
If you have capacity.
Mutanen kuta kuma ka bar su.
Mutane Kuta, give them a radio. Kagara, provide a radio. Because there's a proposal to put a radio in Kagara.
Okay.
Yes, for security reasons.
To.
It's advisory. If you like, do. If you don't like, forget it.
Free of
Stop worrying about people. Ka daina damun kanka sai ka samu hypertension a banza. Don abin da kowa ya shuka shi zai girbi abin shi.
Alright, let's found.
Wala. All right. Away from that, reps order probe of recovered assets since 1999.
Hey, Ipa.
To.
Ipa.
Baba.
It's good.
Yeah.
It's accountability.
Hassan we're
And that's why we say returnable
Gifts.
properties.
Yeah.
Not even gift.
Properties.
You
This
carry
stuff.
somebody property that is recovered, turn it to your own.
Your own.
The day you go back and re-engineer that you have short-charged him, you give him back his property.
So, if I don't move enter with my family, uncle.
You go come on.
Our one and only military president is still there. Property seized by Murtala was returned to some people by General Babangida.
Wow.
The Ojuku's father's property in Lagos was returned to Odumego Ojuku. There were properties in Kaduna that were returned to the original people. Even Niger State Liaison Office of Kaduna was sold to somebody.
No.
It was returned to Niger State government. If you take government property and you think you are celebrating, time will come that you are going to return it.
Relating the loots.
But now the issue is it's the trust. They
So
started
if they if they want to go and look into it and they want to see who is where, it's good.
will they make the report public?
Okay, Gimba, the fact that they are even trying to look into it,
It's a good
it's a
something.
plus.
Yes.
Puts fear.
Don't you see what is happening? Have you seen it?
Yes.
You heard what Senator
So-
Mungoro said?
Yes.
Play it.
Let's.
A new Nigeria has been born.
Let's have that particular one from Senator Monguno. Baba. All right.
It's an information in public domain.
I think just a minute.
I represent and the very beautiful I represent Borno North Senatorial District. Mr. Honorable Minister, I'm listening carefully to your brief that you have reeled out in terms of 40% increase in tax collection, 76% increase from non-oil sector of the economy, that's showing that the economy is being diversified, 51 billion in foreign reserves, highest in years. Well, budget, implementation of a budget, I'm not an economist, I'm a lawyer, but from the little economy that economy is in 101 that I learned in the university, implementation of a budget is a function of the revenue that government was able to collect. From the figures that you have read out, and from the brief that we have gotten from the Nigerian Revenue Service, almost all revenue generating agencies have exceeded their target of revenue collection. If we have exceeded the target of our revenue collection, it is inherently contradictory for government to willfully fail to implement the budget. Where are this revenue going to? If the budget, for example, 2025 budget has not been implemented, and we have to roll over 70% of 2025 to 2026, and that with the promise that 30% will be implemented before March. Up to March, even 30% was not implemented. National Assembly has to extend the lifespan of the budget up to September to allow government to implement just 30% component of 2025 budget. The issue of 2026 have not arisen completely, has not arisen. Has not even started up initial. It has not even arisen. So don't you think is it not contradictory? Or why are these revenues going to the extent that the budget is not being implemented? It is through the implementation of the budget that dividends of democracy is being brought to the doorsteps of the people. If the budget is not being implemented, why is the function of government? For example, security of lives people is the primacy of governance. That we have been interacting. They are reporting to us that they have received zero allocation. What is going to? This is my question. Why is budget not implemented? Because it is full of peps. Then about 3.7 trillion naira was received last month, and only 2 trillion naira was disbursed to the 3 tiers of government. About 1.7 trillion was retained. Why? Why is it that 1.7 trillion was retained? Why not disburse all the 3.7 trillion to the 3 tiers of government? This is my question. Thank you.
The Chief Whip of the Senate said, I will add that apart from the revenue being collected and the revenue collection agencies meeting their revenue target, we have seen the astronomical rise in borrowing. And this borrowing is of serious concern to Nigerians. What I'm saying is in the public domain, it's not anything hidden. When this government came in, it inherited, I think, over 75 trillion naira. Now it has added almost 75 to 80 trillion naira in borrowing. And despite this, budget implementation is nowhere where we want it to be, as said by the Chief Whip of the Senate. We have not even started implementing the 2026 budget. And we are almost in the election year. As politicians, we are very worried and concerned that we need to implement the budget so that when we go to the polls, when we go to the electioneering campaign, we will have something to say. I know a lot has been achieved in terms of infrastructure, particularly when you talk of roads. I know the coastal road, which is currently going on, very steadily from Lagos to Calabar, and also the Sokoto Badeggi road. Even yesterday, I visited the site and I saw a lot of work going on. That is progress. But somehow, other roads that are equally important are not being funded, and Nigerians are really complaining. So we want to hear from you. What is the real problem?
Okay, Honorable Minister, answer these 2 questions first before we go to the next round. Answer.
Particularly foreign loans. And I'll take that with your permission together with the last question from distinguished Senator, also on debt. I think there is the need for some clarification in terms of how debt numbers are reported. So first, for external loans, we always need the approval of the National Assembly. So what tends to happen is when we get the approval of the National Assembly, the media would rightly report it. And many people take that as money borrowed. When we now borrow the money, they report it again. So, in fact, I think it was last year when the National Assembly approved about $20 billion, which was based on MTEF. So people add up big numbers as the money we have borrowed. And that is misleading in terms of the analysis. We're currently finalizing this breakdown in the Ministry of Finance. We'll make it available to the public. It will show how much the National Assembly approved and how much of that we have borrowed and how it has been spent. In addition to that...
But you have not exceeded what National Assembly has approved?
No, we haven't. Okay. In fact, we've not even taken half of what the National Assembly has approved. And we're also guided by the Fiscal Responsibility Act that only allows the government to borrow for capital expenditure and human development. So we are mindful of that. The other important issue is that, and the distinguished senator that asked the last question also spoke about this. When this administration came into power, public debt was around 75 trillion. But between then and now, many people would just simply compare the number before and the number now and say that this government has borrowed so much. But actually, it's important to note that as a result of the reforms and the depreciation of the naira, the foreign exchange component of our public debt had to be revalued because it's Nigeria and we report in naira. That in itself added more than 40 trillion, just the accounting, into the number of public debts. Another very important recognition is that the National Assembly was kind to allow the securitization of the ways and means of the past administration, which was together with the accumulated interest around 30 trillion naira. That was also added. It was not new borrowing, it was just borrowing that was not reported. And that's because Mr. President believes in transparency. Let's put everything out there correctly. So those are some of the reasons for the bigger number around public debt that is currently being reported compared to what it was. But actually the amount of debt that this government has taken is not anywhere close to what is being reported. In fact, even for domestic borrowing, most of the debt, and DGDMO would also speak to this briefly, is refinancing. You have debt that you took before and it's falling due and you want to raise another one to refinance it. It's not new borrowing. So this government has been very responsible with borrowing. We do understand the concern of the Nigerian people and of course of the distinguished senator around borrowing, but we remain very committed and focused on debt sustainability. For us, we see debt as a leverage. Every 1 naira and every dollar that we borrow should add more value than the amount that we borrowed. There's also the question around revenue. NRS exceeding revenue, custom service exceeding revenue. Where is all this money going and why are we still borrowing? And it's a very important question.
We have to stop this because the minister has been dancing around. The nitty-gritty, the main question, which is implementation of 2025 budget and 2026 budget.
They've not even seen the 2026 budget.
They have to extend that to term of 2025 budget. They ask them to implement that 30 back. Yes, sir.
Save yourself.
Well, if we are borrowing so much
I said save yourself.
We should ask them how they spent our money.
There is no pilot in the aircraft.
Autopilots can never kill them, Baba.
If you are in autopilot, you are very happy.
You are lucky.
So nothing.
MBC, I'm sorry. The issue.
We don't enter socialism.
I will excuse myself. I don't want to be part of this discussion.
I don't want to just
if you are not able to implement your budget, and you say you have received more, you have exceeded what you have generated. What happened to that money that you have generated and you have not been able to implement your budget? Where did that money go?
Where did your money go to?
It's like saying, okay, I have a naming ceremony and I have budgeted I'm expecting to spend 200,000 naira, right? Now I've gotten the 200,000 naira, and I didn't do the naming ceremony. So what do you do with the money?
From the minister's explanation, he said what they generated was not enough for the budget.
You didn't hear the legislator saying, and you said you have exceeded.
From his own explanation that I listened to,
you have gotten more than what he said you wanted.
No, the thing is, let me give you the minister's own explanation. The example you used was if you are expecting to spend 10 naira and you were able to generate 7 naira, then you need to go and borrow the remaining 3 naira.
Okay, what happened to the one that you say you have generated more than what you wanted?
And that he said what they generated was not enough.
So that's a lie
for the budget.
So it's not a lie that people are saying. So another issue is you are borrowing locally and internationally, and as you are borrowing this, it's not even enough. And then you are now saying ordinary Nigerians should bring their money to come and give government through bonds. That is government bond. So you collect money from Nigerians and say, okay, if we are going to pay you this money. It's like borrowing from ordinary Nigerians. So, but you're going to collect it in 2-3 years time with interest. So it means now the government have borrowed from virtually all sector of this human that I know. And now where is the result?
Exactly.
And that's what the senator is now saying. What we are going to enter election. What do you want us to tell the people that we have done? Baba has been asking this. Okay, what do you want to tell the people you have done that you want them to elect you back?
You tell them now. Because again, my own is the minister was saying something, talking about, he said policies. Who implemented these policies? We put all of us inside the current position, the current predicament, the current suffering. And while I said the naira, who depreciated the naira? Was it not the policy of this present particular government that we are in?
His own policy.
Is it not his own policy? It is the president's policy that brought about all this wahala we find ourselves in the first place. So which one come be all this one? You can't beat us and tell us not to cry. You can't beat a child and tell the child not to cry. You know, it's just like our parents that year, they will beat you and they will be telling you if I hear him. So we have to ask questions, and I'm happy that right about now people are now coming out to ask questions, most especially the House of Representatives. They are doing well. Like for the past 6 months back, they've been asking questions, they've been coming out to say things. Some few reps are coming out to talk, and it's a good thing. If we are seeing few people, at least small, maybe we are going to get there. But again, I am afraid the budget 2024 is still there, 2025 is still running concurrently, and we're already in 2026, already in Q2 already of 2026, and we haven't seen the 2026 budget yet. So all these monies, where is it going to? Me, this is my own question. Where are all these monies going to?
You have done budgets.
You said you have
allocated money for. See, it's in the news that it's a public issue, public information that the ministries are not getting money for them to be able to do work. So all they get is small. They are not receiving money. So where is the money? Where is Nigerians' money? That is the big question.
Big one.
It's unfortunate.
It is very unfortunate. All right, away from that, let's go back to Niger State. Yes, this Malagi Media Summit for Niger Light. Like I was saying before Baba came in this morning, yes, Malagi had this media summit where he did for bloggers of Niger State. Though he didn't hold it. I was expecting that to hold in Niger State, anywhere in Niger State. Yes, anywhere. It can be in Bida, it can be in Kotangora, it can be anywhere, but it shouldn't have been held because it is for us now. It is for us, and you are talking about Niger State. So why should we be going to Abuja to do that? I don't know. What is your take on this, gentlemen?
Yes, like I said, it's probably not for everybody. If it's here in Minna, include those you didn't invite, will actually come. Malagi was delivering his own address in that meeting, and actually appreciated some social media content creators from those who hit the government, those who see other side of the government, those who keep the general public informed. And there was an issue that has been making the round in the media. Malagi media boys who actually worked for Malagi during his campaign were seriously not happy about this summit. because we're talking about social media content creators, influencers. They expected that if there is any invitation that could be extended to those people,
they should be at the forefront.
Most of Malagi boys did not make it. Yesterday somebody stopped me and said he was expecting to see on my social media Facebook feed where I will comment, because he knew that I've been one of Malagi's supporters. The records are there. And I said, even if Malagi didn't call me, at least the like of Baba and Dache, is there. You knew what we did. I worked with him hand in hand, and I could remember then there was some issues. If there is any issue, they used to call me, because I love writing. I wrote a lot of things you asked me to do with gender, and of course sometimes to tell you that I was very close to this thing. He came to the town. Every time he come, on 1 or 2 occasions he called and said, this is message from Malagi. So people knows that some people, my friends who are close to me, they're shocked and surprised when other people are saying, me, I will not comment, because in politics sometimes those who actually stood by you don't at the end of the day enjoy. If you look at most people in that forum, in that summit, are people that are far away from Malagi, and the benefit of Shirib and Siasa are duniani. Nobody should deceive you. So this is the complaint of Badeggi boys. Why is it that after they've been used, you have suddenly forget about them? If you have forgotten some of those media people around, I should have remember and bring them. So if you read what they are saying, why should all those statements be coming from Badeggi boys? And it is an issue that actually needed celebration. Like I said, like my own experience, I don't want to use this platform to say my experience, but for the benefit of record, because people approach me. There was a time I had issue when this government came, this Babugum, before they came, they actually invited me to come and help bring my own inputs. And I could remember then I bring Kabir Yusuf of Crystal Radio, Zeno Clement of Crystal Radio, and Abu Hassan, and bring some of media people, and we have been so impactful to the campaign. But before then, something happened when they invited me, and when the guys saw me, when they came Malagi, and I asked them, are we here to discuss Malagi or discuss what you have before you? So that is to tell you that there is evidence that we actually work for Malagi, but none of these people are mentioned, even are aware or are there. So there are a lot of things that are happening, and unfortunately, myself, when I have experience, when I was being grilled by police for almost 6 to 7 hours at state headquarters, when they wrote something, when I find myself in this radio and there was a program. After my little ordeal, I actually wrote him to say that, sir, because I was so, downfolded, I said that I'm facing some persecution, and I'm just bringing to his notice. And I gave him a reminder, not a reply. So ever since then, I rule out. So I wasn't surprised yesterday with that forum. That's what I told the guy. Some of the people who actually personally came to approach me to say they want me to write something. I said I'm not going to write anything. So that is one of those things. So that is just what actually.
I think if I have to come in on this, it has to be probably the organizers, the individuals who handle this is it convention or whatever summit. The individual who handle this. Malagi would have should have also been expecting some familiar faces, though some familiar names that he knows right back.
He said it in his address that he is to many people he expected. He only can recognize one or two, some few people. Yes.
So you see, the issue is, I will probably pour the blame on the organizer, because there are individuals there who just came up yesterday, who nobody knows them.
We knew people who have been insulting the government.
Yes,
insulting the government, but they are being recognized. Even in that, even Malagi recognized them. They were openly calling government officials names, but we are there.
Yes, that is okay, because you have to bring everybody in, those who support government and those who are criticizing the government and those who are standing on a neutral ground. It's okay, but you should be able to look down properly, do your investigation, know who these influencers are or bloggers are, because we have them in Niger State. But if you have to look at them because you have certain relationship with this individual, that's why you are not inviting them and then cherry picking others. I think that did not go down well. And thank God the minister also is aware that certain individuals who are supposed to be there were not there. So now to the organizer or the person who is in charge of logistics and whatever, next time you need to sit down, don't rush it. Gradually you pick people whom you know have influence in the state. We are not saying we must go there by force. My own is that you have to check. Don't just pick people who you feel you are comfortable with, you are okay with, to go there. Pick individuals.
Do you know the painful part of it? It's not that simple. Come on, Anabiki Agidanku. When you're supposed to be chicken to Dumudum. When Seko Anna in Bikin, say Abakalabari. So Anna in Bikin Agidanku. What? You know, it's painful. That is what media, some of the media boys, somebody like that say. I'm not part of them. Because I've long disconnected.
The way Mr. Pai is taking this matter, it seems somebody very close to you was touched.
Honestly, me I've long, because I'm so disappointed when I had issue, and at time of need I called. No any even response by appreciation. So I've long cut off my time.
Baba, you content developer too.
I'm not surprised because I was in Abuja about a year ago, and I was trying to see Malagi, and I tried for 3 days.
Wow!
And I saw him eventually around 1 a.m. And I told him I have a proposal for FRCN. Let's revive the radio stations, because if you are going to say, as a minister of information, leave a mark, because FRCN Kaduna is gone. The medium wave, people don't listen to medium wave now like before. And then the problem of FRCN Kaduna that was medium wave was that power supply and then the equipment, because of changes in the technology. So I said, okay, why don't you say, okay, in each senatorial district, as it was done by Shagari, may so rest in peace. Why don't you put in each state, put a radio station, FRCN?
Can be done.
And I gave him, he said, no, he's not collecting it. Let me take it to Director General, Federal Radio Broadcasting Corporation. I should take that letter to the Director General.
You know, see the director before you go meet him.
He's not working on it. So I went and redo the letter, and I took it to FRCN Director General's office, and I left a copy for the minister. As I'm speaking to you, I have not heard from him regarding to that matter. The other part of it I will not tell you, but I will say he said, give me your account. And I gave him my account, and I have not heard from him up to today.
Even inside the account?
Even inside the account.
Wait.
We had a lot of work that we did with Malagi during the campaigns. Gamalagi, Gatinubu, Gamalagi, to the extent that we are labeled as enemies of the state. Because there are those in Nigeria here who doesn't want to hear the name of Malagi at all.
Of course.
And if I take it further to you, I have a daughter in Kaduna who had the postgraduate certificate. She specialized in economics, something like that, or geography, or economics. Went and do masters in NDA. And then I said, okay, Malagi, give her something to be doing. Don't give me. I've retired. I cannot work for anybody. Do you know up to today, Malagi lives in Kaduna? This small girl have not even been able to see Malagi. Meanwhile, the friends that were no longer his friends' children have been employed in various NTAs, an example. So when somebody say, you know, if you look at Facebook yesterday, it was flooded by people that were condemning him left and right,
left around, back and front.
So you see, so because
I want to remember something. When we forgotten the one I saw, because he said the one I saw the last we went to Abuja, when we greeted him, you raised one observation that Malagitu was not aware about this Radio Kaduna that you said that.
Yes, when we were in Abuja,
yes,
I met him.
Yes,
he wasn't even aware.
In an event.
Yes, in an event, you called Jawin Baba Ndache and said she should work so that she will revive this and that. He's not aware that
Radio Kaduna is off. He was in a public event organized by International Press Institute.
Yes.
He came there and I walked to him and greeted him and I said, Radio Kaduna is off. What have you done about it? And he said he's not aware of it.
That's bad.
That's bad.
That's bad.
So I think let's rest this case of Malagi.
Yes.
You see, as you grow, you are learning.
We are learning. Like me, Baba, let me tell you, let me say one. At a point, I was being attacked in the night.
By who?
Allah de kiyaye. When Baba Ndache called me around 12 a.m. and because of security I decided not to go with my car and I asked somebody, I went and wake somebody up, but only God. And that is tell you that if somebody, because somebody equally called me and said Malagi be Sandakewa, so I now remember him that incident. Baba Ndache called me and gave me a talking that this is appreciation for Malagi for what you have done. Just a little talking. I have to say it. So when social media,
all right, we need to take you to the phone lines.
I'm always telling you, reserve your energy.
Yes,
because if you worry too much about these people, you get hypertensive.
All right, you know. Baba, let's take it to the phone line so listeners can also contribute to on the program this morning. Hello, good morning this morning. Okay, we lost that call. Do what to call us back on the number 091 38579001. I repeat, 091 38579001. Hello, good morning this morning.
We are speaking to Right Comrade and everything.
Right Comrade.
Yeah.
All right, go ahead, Right Comrade.
I want to recommend the effort, and likewise, I want to make my own input here about the budgeting.
Okay.
I think Nigerian educational system needs a drastic reform. That's number one. And number two, I would like to plead with Barbara in the studio here, to create a platform that they will be educating people about budgeting, deficit budgeting, and whatnot.
Okay.
You understand? Because people need to know more so that we will ask reasonable and relevant questions.
All right, thank you. Yes, we have Modazimi says the government's legitimacy doesn't come from winning an election alone. It comes from governing fairly, transparently, and within the law. Ibrahim Saleh says, good morning, everyone in the studio. Okay. It says, Happy International Day of Brain Health. I challenge the state sanitary inspectors to be proactive and carry out their duties diligently, not the other way around. Residents and business owners must also be compelled to maintain proper sanitation by regularly clearing drainages around their shops, offices, homes, and roads. This will help prevent blocked waterways, reduce flooding, and promote a cleaner and healthier environment for all. Everyone has a role to play in keeping our community safe and sanitary. Thank you. Hello, good morning this morning.
Good morning.
Yes. Go ahead. What's your name and where are you coming us from?
I just want to ask a question. That Minister of Finance that spoke, how old is he?
He's a small boy.
Even from the way he speaks, Yes, Brian Mitchell says, good morning, People's Radio, my super intelligent Baba and gentlemen in the studio. Firstly, I would like to say welcome to our Baba. Let me add my voice in calling on the state government to pay the 7-month salary arrears to our nurses. I would also like the governor to look into the matter carefully, and punishment should be served if he finds any wrongdoing, because this is an inhuman treatment. Where is our gallant PPRO? Why is he not showing up in the studio? Honestly, I do not see any need for project groundbreaking ceremonies. It's better to complete the project and invite whoever they want to commission the project than inviting VVIP for groundbreaking ceremonies. Gaskia. Hello, good morning this morning.
Hello, good morning.
Yes, good morning this morning.
Yes, my name is Bala Mohammed.
All right, welcome. Go ahead.
Yeah, and the issue of that Babaro is with state-owned media organizations like Radio Niger. Sincerely, the government is not doing anything well. And if not for radio stations like Badeggi and Prestige, I don't think we'll be hearing any news from Niger State. Because unlike Kano State, I used to give an example, when Governor Kabir Yusuf came, the state-owned media, he ensured that these stations are working. He said because we have private media organization, everybody should go there. Ku gaya mun me nake yi da bai da kyau ku faɗa a radio ko ban gan ku ba ku faɗa zan gyara. At least that is somebody that really want to work. The state-owned media organizations are there, the private radio stations are there. They go to radio stations, kowa ya je faɗi albarkacin bakin shi. In kuka ga abin da nake yi bai da kyau ku faɗa, in kuka ga wanda nayi da ke da kyau ku faɗa kowa ya ji. So we believe that is what is supposed to even replicate in Niger State, but unfortunately, if not for your radio station, I don't think we will hear any news from Niger State even. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. We have Mohammed Adamu saying, morning Apaya, Ibile and IG. Badeggi Radio is the best radio for masses. Aliu says, identity crisis is an amnesia or mental disorder problem. When in the name of politics, align yourself with a splinter group or tribe, then you are setting a bad precedent, a doom. I hope the victims of terrorism and banditry, especially in Niger State, will learn. Do not collect alia and chicken change to vote in wrong and rotten people again. All right. Also, the children of Askira Uba are still in captivity up till now.
What about the one at Lhasa?
Lhasa, I think they are also still there, Baba. To Baba, on God, now on God we do like this. Hello, good morning this morning.
Hello, Mr. Ibile.
Yes, good morning this morning.
Mr. Fire and IG.
Yes. Good morning.
Good morning.
Baba, good morning.
Good morning.
So, Baba, we really need to appreciate Badeggi Radio.
You didn't tell us your name.
My name is Engineer Hassan, calling from Minna.
All right, go ahead, Engineer Hassan.
Engineer. Is it a mechanical or civil?
I'm a civil engineer, sir.
Oga, from roundabout of Bahago up to the government house junction, there is no U-turn.
Oga, sir, that is not the reason why I called. Let me take my info.
Go ahead, Engineer Hassan, please. Hassan, go ahead, please.
Baba, like I keep on saying, Baba, you have just said it. You are 72 plus. A rayuwa yanzu dai ba abin da kake tsoro, Baba. Because I believe ba za ka iya kara 72 ba kuma.
Aina.
So, Baba, kakka biya abin da ke faruwa. When the truth come, Baba, wallahi ka yi magana. Because Allah ya ga zuciyanka. Wallahi without Badeggi Radio, mutanen jihar Neja da wahalan da ake ciki yanzu da yaki. Somebody just called now, making a reference with Kano. I don't see anything wrong. If you are sleeping under the cake, Katashi kana bacci ya zama laifi. Baba, mun shiga one chance. Wallahi Allah dai kawai ka mana doki.
Amen.
Thank you for your courage.
Thank you. Baba, all our road don't turn express now. Why you turn no day again be that?
Why should I not be U-turn?
Na express.
This morning I enter that U-turn wahala.
Baba, na express we dey do now. Na F1.
When you not get plenty fuel for your
F1, no worry. Mona just the blow they go. Na Abuja standard we dey do for you, Baba.
You know when you sent us yesterday, when we are coming, one of the reasons why we delayed, we have to divert. Coco.
Yes, we have to divert for traffic.
We have to divert. Ga hanya nan mobile. Ga hanya nan just because of a small portion for da za sa. Commerce bomb mutane cigaba tafiya kana. They blocked, they barricaded the job.
And they are not doing the job.
They are not doing anything.
So
we remove those barricades and allow people to go from Mobile to Tungamana.
So what this says is, if there is any problem, instead of people to find a way to divert, to run from the main road, there won't be a road.
If you are coming from Koso, you want to get to Tunga, can I carry Mobile and barricade Tanganya?
Yes.
Then you have to go through. You have to go back to
Kasongwari again. Yes.
And
then the Kasongwari is choked up.
It's choked up. Yes, there's always traffic there. Other than that, Balazuru says that Badeggi Radio has contributed, is contributing, and will continue to contribute to the growth, education, and development of our community. We stand with you. Keep up the good work. Thank you. Simon Issa says corruption is thriving because the citizens keep quiet due to religion or tribal reason. This wilderness called Nigeria is lost forever. No, it's not lost because Simon Issa. Hello, good morning this morning.
Hello, good morning, Badeggi crew.
Yes, good morning this morning.
My special greetings to Baba. I'm Abdullah calling from Minna.
Thank you.
The last caller has said my mind.
Your name?
Baba itemized items 1 to 4 that they should not talk of it on radio.
You didn't tell us your name.
If you say they shouldn't talk or discuss those issues on radio, then Badeggi Radio is not people's radio again now, Baba. Please talk, let people talk. You should also talk and allow people to talk.
Thank you, but you haven't told us your name yet.
Thank you, sir.
All right. Please, when you call, always try to say your name. It's very important so we can know who we are speaking to. Ezra Moses says, God bless everyone. The fact about Nigeria, we have everything but we lack leadership. The leadership in Nigeria is still corrupt, impunity, lack of innovation. Any country that lack innovation expects sinking and backwardness behavior. Okay, thank you. Rabi Mohammed Shuabu says, why is the budget not being implemented despite exceeding revenue targets? The dividends of democracy is not being felt by the downtrodden. Exactly. Aliu says that after watching the video of the governor's visit to Kotogora yesterday, I've come to the conclusion that Kotogora is the poverty capital of Niger State. Abegu.
He was there?
Hello, good morning this morning.
Hello, good morning, Usman Afar,
Yes.
Abdullah. Good morning, all of you in the studio.
Good morning this morning.
I appreciate all of you for job well done. Usman Afar, if you allow, honestly, from the top to the National Assembly, for them to come back by 2027, will be in a total mess in this country. How will they go, spend 7.1 trillion on what we don't, Nigerians don't even know about? You can see the dimension which we find ourselves. This government are still Nigerians entirely. Whatever policy we are bringing to the concept of Nigerians are not okay with it.
Right.
But if you allow this government to come back again, we'll be in trouble in this country. Honestly, 7.1 trillion is not small money.
That is your own view. We didn't say so. That's why question move.
We have Kuta saying, faithful blessed morning. Seriously, I'm pleading with Baba not to stop giving us the update of our state, Niger. No matter what the leadership will earn someday, what Rana say Labari. Exactly. Rabi Mohammed says, abracadabra and grammar to confuse the masses. No satisfactory explanation for the real question posed. Yes, Amin Bawa says the situation of our country is very pathetic. Tinubu's system of government is a politician-centered kind, where because only the politicians are enjoying the dividends of fuel subsidy removal, high taxation and share of national cake, no school acquisition, no social investment, and no employment. May God Almighty help you because masses are being milked. Rabi Mohammed Shuabu says, Mr. Paya, take it easy. You may be invited next time by the Malagi media bloggers and content creators. so Mr. Paya, please do take it easy. Baba will tell you to take it easy. So these are the I have to tell you to take it easy.
When you chop corn finish, you don't go throw the stock away.
Una says, good morning, all in the studio. About happy midweek. Say Baba. All right, and I think that is the much you can take on the program today. So, parting words, Baba, for the program this morning.
Parting word?
This morning, no.
Kuyo Gomina Adua. Gomina Bago, Kuimisha Adua. Kawai. That's my parting word.
Mr. Pa?
That's my own. I'm going to add to Baba. So.
Okay.
I addu'a kuma na hakika Allah ya taimake shi
ya gane gaskiya
waye
abokin shi
yawa
ya kuma gane wa ke ga mishi kariya ya kuma gane ana roƙon jama'a ne ba ana ci uban su bane.
All right. I think I'm also going to follow in the same line because if a leader does well, the people enjoy, and if he doesn't, the people suffer. So we pray that he does his job properly as according to the law, so that people can enjoy.
All right. A very big thank you to everybody who has been with us since the early hours of today up to this time. Until we come here again tomorrow. Sorry to you if we are not able to pick your calls or read out your messages on Facebook. Sorry. By special grace of God, tomorrow we'll be here again to do justice to that. So do make sure you enjoy the rest of your day. And up next, it's time for the Badeggi Radio Link with Mr. Usman Apaya.